What up, folks? Quiet guy keeps to himself. Has a blurry picture. Gonna just got back from Gen Con. Exhausted, sweaty, nasty. Uh, Not Gen Con, me. But gonna go show what came in the mail slash what I bought at Gen Con. I hope things are not smashed. I don't think they are. So, DCC Day 2024. Two brand new adventures came in free. I had to pay a pin. Well, yeah, I got it free. Bought it at Noble Knights. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, Dungeon Crawl Classic one and an X Crawl Classic one. Got that. That was not at Gen Con. And then I also jumped on board and got Return to the Starless Sea. It's a gold foil print, and I realize now that this is going to be all cockeyed looking. So anyhow, I got that because I thought I like DCC. So one more item before we get to what I got at Gen Con. Solo Dark came in the mail for Shadow Dark, and I basically looked at it a little bit. Looks very usable. Yeah, I mean, it basically just a little bit, quite a bit. It's some extensions of, if you never solo played, how to go about it, some prompts. But actually, there's also, in Shadow Dark, there's tables. I can't remember. I think I made a video. I don't know if I posted it because I think I looked at it, thought it was a little long, and thought, well, I'll just wait until this comes in, then we'll just cover maybe a Shadow Dark solo couple rounds or something. So there's that. Okay, so then I went to the Arcane Library area at Gen Con. Actually, before I did that, I stopped by. I went and had to get up early and went to, I believe, a 9 a.m. X-Crawl Classic game. I think it was Detroit Crawl, and it was kind of neat because most of the people at the table, including the referee, Erica, was from Detroit, and everybody else was pretty much from Detroit except me and another player. And yeah, there was a lot of Detroit reference in the work, so kind of neat serendipity for those folks. I enjoyed it, a lot of fun. I had like 4.5 hours sleep because I just have a hard time sleeping when I, at somewhere new and I have to get up early and have things to do. I guess it's called anxiety. But long story long, Erica kept doing the math for me, even though, and yeah, it was. I don't know. I think they thought I was on drugs, but I was just really exhausted. But I pushed on, and I don't know if anybody else really noticed it. I think she was very concerned. So about my mathematical skills, but you got to roll a dice, your usual die plus another dice. I mean, there's a lot of stuff with the dice with the X crawl and so forth. So, and I thought, oh, I'll take a brawler. I'll have less things to worry about, and I don't know. It was like an advanced brawler, so there was a lot of. I mean, it's just adding, but man, it was rough. That's embarrassing to admit. But then, as I'm doing this poorly, I think I ran over to the Goodman Games area and grabbed one of these shirts. It's sweaty. I just been wearing it. Wore it my last day of Gen Con. But yeah, you'll get the idea. Pretty neat. Love it. Got the blue with the silver print. Solo Dark came in. Went to Arcane Library then and bought the Cursed Scroll. Talked to Kelsey Dion. Met her last year. That was neat. Had her sign this. I got to see the cartographer. He was part of this. He signed it. I made him. And then I tried to be funny and tell her that, because he signed it. He said it was, I don't know what the price was for this, not that bad. But I said, yeah, he sold it to me for like $75. And she didn't blink. She was okay with that. And I thought that was funny. So, uh, yeah, now I can't find the name of the gentleman who signed it because, of course, I can't read it. Art. Cameron Moss. Hex Cartography. That's who signed it. So that's cool. So that was neat. And then there was a gentleman that had his zine for Shadow Dark, Attack the Light, a freebie, Night Noon Games. And I thought it was, I met the gentleman that did the art for Shadow Dark, or quite a bit of the art for Shadow Dark last year. And I know they didn't, I don't know. I mean, the gentleman seemed familiar. And then, yeah, I noticed now that I subscribe to, I think I just started subscribing to like his YouTube channel. So, yeah, and he signed it there. Michael Putluck, I believe. No. I don't know. Oh, God, that's bad. Yeah, Michael Putluck. So, the Night Noon Games. And, yeah, grab this freebie. Very nice. Thank you for signing it, Michael. And then, just because I wanted to be uncomfortable, the gentleman that does Lamentations of the Flame Princess was at his area, and like I say, I thought, why not talk to James Edward Rogge the Fourth, and nice guy. Just we'll get into it more later. I don't know. I kind of agree with. I saw one of his videos recently, and he was saying that fiction basically shouldn't be censored. And I'm not going to go into great detail because, well, it's not my fight. But I do agree with him, and he pushes the envelope. And I asked him, I go, do you have that one creepy one with all the daughters that he did? And yes, he did. So he had signed that, and that was cool. Curse of the Daughter Brides. I bought that adventure just because that pushes the envelope a little. And then I saw this, the Random Esoteric Creature Generator, and I believe, of course, it is for Lamentations of the Flame Princess. But I told him, I think this could, I was going to roll up a monster and put it on my channel, and so had him sign it. I had a pen. I was ready for these folks, and yeah, that was neat. Kind of neat to meet your heroes. I mean, he seemed like a very thoughtful. You could just tell he's an intellectual of sorts. I guess I don't know if he'd probably get mad at me saying that, but yeah, it was. I have ADHD. I'm rather spastic. I don't know if it's that enjoyable for him to listen to me ramble on, but there it is. I bought this miniature design. Can you read it? By MZ4250. I got back from GenCon, went to my hotel. It was a little crusty. It was fine, but it was crusty and a little ran down. So I thought, I'm gonna go to just a store, and I will put in the description, or I'll put below what the store name was. But yeah, this is a dwarf monk created by, I believe, a young lady, was what the gentleman said, because he said, well, if you want something more specific, she'll go ahead and do it. But I like the idea of a dwarf being a monk. I like monks. I like pacers. I like ranger. I like kind of always like the unique classes. But yeah, I bet the phone is not doing a great job showing the detail. Well, it's probably the person doing it. It's pretty good. I've never really painted a miniature. That might be something I try. That might be my first test subject. Went to bed. Next day, woke up, saw Joseph Goodman propping up a table with his leg. I was coming up there to ask him to sign this, and he was like, "I'm not working here. You'll have to ask one of the people out of the counter." I go, "Well, no, no, I wanted you to sign this." "Oh yeah," and he's real nice about it, But it was kind of funny because I really didn't spend that much time at the Goodman Games area. I bought the shirt, had him sign this, and then I was off again because Free League. I went by there. I guess this is the second or third day, second day, and I just saw one Forbidden Land. Started talking to a gentleman, box set, and that was the last one. So he cut me a deal, which was cool. And look at these. I haven't even cracked. Well, yeah, I did. I did read the Player's Handbook, bits of it. It is pretty sharp. It's. I like the format. The print is, fits with the book, but it's not too small that I can't read. So I was grateful for that. Laid out well. Get a ribbon. This one I haven't even cracked. Game Master's Guide. Did hear a review about this, and yeah, they started mentioning. I guess the one of the first scenario campaigns that you have to buy separately, but they do reference it a lot. But I am going to try to play this solo. I still might have to buy the campaign because maybe they do give that as a lot of example. Big map of the Red Mist area. I forget the name of what this land is, and anyhow, you can't see it. Then what we have here, a booklet lets you flesh out player characters and give them unique backstories. So that's kind of cool. Legend generator, monster generator. Okay, cool. And I don't even know what this is. Stickers? I guess so. Yeah, because you sort of create your area, it seems like. And then I was like, where's the dice? And I don't think dice come with it because I don't know why. I just really wanted dice. But I'm just pushing on. I want to get this out tonight, so I'm like the first guy back from GenCon, or first person back. Oh, there goes some stuff. And yeah, so I guess I could set it here because I see now things are on camera. Okay, so you can see what I have there. One Castle Crusades. Didn't have my little thing to sign because Stephen Chenault is in there. But I bought the Adventurer's Backpack. Got a veteran's discount. Came back last day and bought something else. Kind of neat because they have the classes, extra classes, and then equipment. And I really didn't know this, but like after equipment, some magic. I don't know if there's a new spells. I'm assuming. Look at that. That's awesome. And there's something else I thought. Oh, I guess. Oh, magic items. Known planes. I mean, yeah, I just really wanted it for the classes, so that was cool. Got that, and then I came back the last day, got Monsters and Treasures of Eerd, and then I did get to meet Stephen Chenault, but I didn't have my other book. So yeah, just the dragons, all the monsters, all the I like the art. It's not a ton of art. Oh, and then this had all the treasures, that the monsters of Erd would have. So that was cool. Then I didn't get the last what am I call it, of Castle Falkenstein. I'm sure it's Falkenstein. I think I said Falkenstein, and the guy like raised an eyebrow, but I think he thought it. Well, I was trying to do the Young Frankenstein Steen thing. Anyhow, I like this because yes, the setting I believe is more Victorian era. I suppose steampunk, but you use a deck of cards now. And then the gentleman that was working there was just really telling me like, well, you could use dice. I mean, there's two different ways. I'm like, I like the card idea. And then I was asking questions about solo play, and he's like, it probably would work for that, but the one gentleman that really would know that is not here, but go over to booth, blah, 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 and I was tired, so I didn't. But yes, and you can see there's clubs, and so I'm going to have to look at this system. I am going to buy online the actual one that they ran out of. I should have grabbed it. And lastly, I bought some stuff for the guy that turned me on to D&D, the young kid I work with, and one of the books was a Castle and Crusades for 5e, The World of Aird, which I think I bought him already, which was kind of like, oh, geez, I can't believe I did that. But he goes, well, I can give them back. I'm like, we can give one back. I mean, yeah, I'm not, gonna. It's a cool. You need to research this, and then I got him something from Goodman Games. I think the Black Tower, like their monster manual for 5e, just to get a gift. Another friend who doesn't game, but I always bother him because he's really in. Well, he turned me on to The Witcher. I read the book. It was pretty cool. Last Witch. So I'll be reading more. But I went by, I guess, a booth that makes the dice for The Witcher, and by golly, I got the Dandelion set. This one. I guess there's like 4 of this one, and then they had the other characters. I didn't really like the ones that Geralt had. They just seemed kind of dark and bland. But yeah, the Dandelion guy comes up in the first book, and then I was asking a lady in line about it. And then lastly, I thought this was sort of funny. I asked the guy, there's a couple Polish gentlemen that work there, and I think he thought I asked, like, I might travel to Poland. What I asked was, can young people speak English? I mean, is it, do you have to know the language if I go there? And I think he heard, I don't know Polish. I want to go ahead and talk to a guy that doesn't know English and see how bad it goes. Because he goes, well, that guy there, you should probably do that with. And then I did, and the guy just said, I asked him a thing or two, and every answer he said was, ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. So I don't know what that means. I left and just let him go back to his homeland confused. It was a weird moment, but then, yes, I did buy these dice from him. So I guess that was a good thing. So anyhow, that's all the stuff I got at Gen Con. It was fun. I probably do need to go to like different conventions because it's way too much, and I'm probably more into other areas than. There, I'll put this down because you didn't get a good view of it. Yeah, ooh, glossy. But yeah, I'm going to take a shower. Hope my AC starts working a little better and go to bed. But I'm going to try to put this up so that you can watch it tomorrow and you'll look at all the other YouTubers that are into gaming and go, quiet guy keeps himself. He was able to put his stuff up right away. So there you go. I did 112 in my car to do that. I live 2 hours away from Indianapolis. It should have been up a lot sooner. Anyhow, as usual, there'll be more of these to come. Hope you enjoyed it. Videos soon. Goodbye. Good night.